Today I wanted to talk about something that I think is very interesting that no one brings up in the YouTube's copyright policy. I think that there are three parties accountable to the YouTube's copyright policy and why channels go down. I feel like YouTube has a responsibility as the platform that people use to try and mandate and regulate the copyright rules. But it's also the law's responsibility to update the rules according to society, which is why most bills and most things that pass are living documents, because society changes and therefore we need rules to change along with society. So I think the first two people who are responsible are YouTube and the law on internet and copyright policy. The third person to blame is the people who actually steal the content and actually use copyright abuse. You know, people who abuse the YouTube system. Those are the third and most responsible party. If they were less crappy people, we actually wouldn't have a problem with what happens on YouTube, because these crappy people come in and ruin the environment for everybody by being pieces of shit. And that's the main thing, is everybody on YouTube has this problem with YouTube, but the fact is that if human beings were absolute pieces of garbage sometimes, there wouldn't be a problem in the first place. So I think there's three parties responsible for YouTube's copyright policy being abused, and I think all three of them are just as accountable as the other one. So if you really want to see a change and difference, teach people that copyright's wrong, punish them for doing so, and show them that all their actions have repercussions. And, you know, the law needs to update and regulate the laws, and YouTube needs to go out of their way and stop making everything so automated, because they are a business and they don't want to get involved in something that could make them lose money, but at the same time, it's their responsibility as the platform we use, and they just will not do anything about it. So there's three parties at fault here, and all three of them need to take responsibility. And instead of just lynch mobbing YouTube, we should actually get on all three of these people, because YouTube is doing their best without losing money. They are a company. They are not ensuring your quality of life on YouTube. They cannot ensure that 100%. They're not liable for how crappy YouTube is. It's just plain and simple. Morally, they should feel obligated to do more, but, you know, realistically and technically speaking in law terms, they're not required to. So get over it. There is fair use in YouTube in the sense that there's fair use in everything, but because the laws are not changing and they're not being enforced, there will be no change. And that's the problem with YouTube. It's not just YouTube's fault. It's the people who actually do it and the laws that regulate copyright. They all are at fault. There is no one significant party you can blame for this issue. There is no one solution to this problem. There are many, and we need to find the best and most effective one. So there's the fair use of YouTube. And, you know, that's just all I had to say about that.